here we are again. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just absolutely love that you guys all support. Go ahead and keep hitting those notifications, subscribe. Please share it with everybody you know. I could really use the support. I love to travel all over the world. I try to go to a couple different countries, at least a couple a year. This year, I'm probably going to be hitting 3 or 4 new countries this year, so I'm super excited. Don't forget to turn on those notifications so you can hear about all the upcoming ones. Today's video is about my most recent trip to Vietnam, to Hanoi, Vietnam. This is the 3rd part series. The first one was about our Halong Bay day cruise. We did an overnight cruise there. And then the second video was things to do around Turtle Lake and a little bit of the history of Turtle Lake and stuff. This video is going to be top 5 things to do while you're in Hanoi, Vietnam. And then we'll throw in 2 honorable mentions. Just going to give you a little quick highlight on those, even though I've got full videos. If you want to watch a little bit more about those 2 honorable mentions, go ahead and click on those videos and you can watch a full video. One of my favorite things to do in Hanoi was to visit Train Street. It's where the train drives through a bunch of little cafes and bar areas. We kind of learned the hard way was how to get onto Train Street area. You need to have a shop owner as a chaperone. The trains come in frequently throughout the day. There is posted train times, but they do come in pretty darn fast. So a shopkeeper is responsible for you and your well-being. So we met up with this shop owner who explained the situation and walked us over to his shop, the Railway Cafe, where we spent hours there hanging out with him and his partner, Joseph. Had a great time meeting him and talking about his adventures and our adventures and listening to great music. And we ate and we drank and we watched the train go by. I don't know how many times. After about 3 or 4 hours of just enjoying ourselves, I want to say our bill was like $25. We had a really good time, enjoyed this space, and we actually went back a couple of days later to hang out with them again. And again, really good people. So if you're ever at the Train Street in Hanoi, please come visit Railway Cafe. I'll go ahead and put the link down below. Don't forget to check out the train schedule. Otherwise, plan on staying there for a while and enjoying yourself and having some good drinks. Another great thing to go see while visiting Hanoi is the water puppet show. The one that we went to is located near Turtle Lake. The cost was about 100,000 dong, which is about $4.50 US dollars. Also, don't worry about what seat you get in the theater. Every seat is a great seat, so don't worry about paying extra just to be up front. I highly recommend purchasing the headset for an additional $1.50 US dollars. This helps translate the show into your language. Highly recommend it. It is an absolute beautiful show. It goes over and explains a lot of the old culture and explains where the water puppet had originated from. So it's really, really, really good to get into the culture of Vietnam. So I videoed just a little in the theater. One, I wanted to really enjoy the show, but also I didn't want to give the show away to you, the viewers. So hopefully this video will entice you to go and see the water puppet show. Enjoy. Next day, we took a taxi from the hotel to the Temple of Literature. The taxi cost was about $2 US dollars. The hotel helped set that taxi up for us. The Temple of Literature is located in Hanoi, northern Vietnam. The temple also hosts the Imperial Academy, Vietnam's first national university. The temple was built in 1070. It's had some reconstruction over the years, but it has withstood war. It is an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful temple. The grounds are kept very nicely. If you're in this area, this is a definite must stop and check out. I don't remember the exact cost to get in, but I know that it was just a couple of US dollars. It wasn't much. So if you're in the area, check out the Temple of Literature. The temple is still used today for a place of worship for locals and visitors. Throughout Vietnam, you'll find statues of turtles like this one. They are highly revered and considered sacred. Okay, so we just arrived to Halong prison, which is the famous POW prison that they used during the American War. So we're gonna go wander around there and see what it's like. Keep you posted. The prison was built in 1886 by the French, used for the French colonists, and later by North Vietnam for U.S. prisoners during the Vietnam War, which the Vietnamese called the American War. The prison was used to hold prisoners of war during the American War. The complex was sarcastically nicknamed the Hanoi Hilton by the American POWs, referenced to the well-known Hilton hotel chain. One of the most famous prisoners in the prison was an American John McCain, who later became one of the U.S. Senates. John McCain was taken prisoner of war in October of 1967. He was flying his 23rd bombing mission over North Vietnam. He was shot down, seriously injured both his arms and his legs. He was captured by the North Vietnamese. McCain was a prisoner of war until 1973. The next morning, we took a rickshaw to Turtle Lake, known as Lake of the Return Sword. The cost to enter the temple is 30,000 dong, which is about $1.30 in US dollars. In the middle of the lake is a temple. The temple is connected by this red bridge. It's absolutely beautiful, breathtaking, really stands out amongst the landscape. To watch a little bit more about Turtle Lake, check out my other video. I'll put the link in below. The other video goes into more of the history of where the name came from, Turtle Lake, and the Return Sword. The temple was built in the 18th century, and it is still used today by locals and visitors. So that pretty much sums up the top 5 things on my list to do while visiting Hanoi, Vietnam. So a few of my honorable mentions, one of them is the Halong Bay cruise. We booked this cruise through Expedia before even going to Vietnam. They picked us up from our hotel and drove us to Halong Bay. There is a whole video on just the cruise, so please check that out. I'll have that link down below. Some of the highlights: we went to the caves, we kayaked, we squid fished, we learned how to make spring rolls. It was a great trip. So if you're ever in the area, definitely check this out. While visiting Vietnam, prepare to shop. There's so many amazing deals and some great people to work with. One of our favorite stores was North Face. We brought home jackets and backpacks and for all the kids and the family members. It was great. You can also find quite a few knickknacks and different things that are handmade in Vietnam. That was amazing. Don't hesitate to negotiate with them. They are willing to bring their prices down. Just a little tip.
It's a bamboo, very good. This one, friends, this one at the 50,000 Vietnam dong. Yeah.
50?
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
100.
Okay, let's discount to madam. This one 120. Very cheap.
Oh, no, 100.
Okay lah. Yes.
Okay, you can't go to Hanoi, Vietnam without talking about the night market. Unfortunately, we were unable to attend the night market. We happened to be in Vietnam during the beginning of COVID. We were there February of 2020. And so that was one of the things that they had immediately shut down in their country, was any large gatherings. So unfortunately, we weren't able to go, but I've heard it's amazing. I've seen lots of great videos on it. So if you're in the area and it is open, I think it's a must. Okay, that pretty much sums up our trip, and we're heading on home. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to check out my other videos. Video number 1 was about Halong Bay and the cruise. Video 2 is about Turtle Lake and a little bit of the history. I also did a video on COVID, traveling to Vietnam during COVID, our experience of that. My next video is going to be things you need to know before you go. Thank you again for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and please share.